Hello and welcome to How to Write a Short Film with me, Anthony Hett, the film coach. In this episode, I'm going to be looking at the rule of thumb that one page of your screenplay is equal to 1 minute of screen time. Now, when you're learning about script writing, as well as pretty much anything else in life, then you're going to come across certain rules. Some of these rules need to be stuck to rigidly, like when you're formatting your screenplay so that it looks and reads as professionally as possible. Whereas other rules, like the suggestion that you should only have a single protagonist in your film, well, this is a rule that can be bent and even broken. Now, more of a guide than a rule, the idea that one page of script is equal to 1 minute of screen time can be very helpful because it enables you to work out how long your film is going to be. So understanding the likely runtime of your film can be very useful in several different ways, including helping you to decide the length of your shoot and the size of your budget, while it can also help you to make sure that your short film doesn't become too long, which is really important and is something that I will go into in greater depth in a future video. So this rule of thumb, that one page of your script is equal to 1 minute of screen time, can be really helpful, but it's also important to remember that it's not completely accurate and it should only be used as a rough guide. For example, if you have one page of dialogue, that's not going to give you the same amount of screen time as if you have one page of action. If you have a page of dialogue that's delivered quickly, then that might only translate to 10 or 20 seconds of screen time. Whereas if you have a page full of action, well, just 1 or 2 lines of action could be 2 or 3 minutes or even more on screen. However, across the length of a script, especially the feature script, it does tend to balance itself out because you'll have some pages that are more dialogue heavy and other pages that are more action heavy. But it is important to remember that some scripts are dialogue heavy and some scripts are action heavy, and this might affect the runtime of the film. So when you're trying to calculate the length of your films, it's important to take into consideration your style and your pace. So I know personally that because of the slower pace of my films, in all likelihood, the films are going to be slightly longer than the script. So for example, the shooting script for my short film Scrabble was 11 pages long. However, the film itself, when you take off the credits, is 12 minutes and 45 seconds in length. So it is that little bit longer. It's still a good guesstimate, it's still pretty close, but I know that due to the slow pace of my films are going to be slightly longer than the number of pages I have in the script. So when you finish your script and you come to try and calculate the length of your script, use this rough guide of one page equals 1 minute, but also bear in mind, your writing style, your filmmaking style, and the pace of your films. So those are my thoughts around the idea of one page of screenplay equals 1 minute of screen time. I hope you found the video helpful. If you did, give it a like, leave a comment below, and share it with somebody else who might also find it helpful. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, then subscribe and you'll get notifications for my upcoming videos. My next video will be on the topic of the different types of script writing software that are currently available.